Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending when you see that class. Today with my partner, teacher Iván Valle, talk about of superheroes and talk about of that with uh, some material, didactic materials. In that class, use superhero flashcards, use a Canva presentation, use some worksheets, and creative activity materials. Good morning, heroes. Today, with my partner, teacher Iván Valle, talk about of superheroes with the subject simple present. Let's start. Okay, I have a question for you. I have a warm-up activity to active yourself. Um, well, who is your favorite uh, superhero? For example, I have some flashcard here for have some ideas of your superheroes. For example, Thor, Flash, Aquaman, Robin, Supergear, Iron Man. What is your favorite heroes? In my case, I like Batman and I like Spider Man. And in your case, what is your favorite? Okay, yeah, you like Spider Man, you like Black Panther, you like Batman. It's great, it's okay. And can you give me some examples or using a simple present with your favorite superhero? Okay, for example, what is the superheroes fly? For example, can be Superman. Superman fly, yeah, right. Spider Man. Who's the Spider Man? Spider-Man climb. Yeah, exactly. That is the thing. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your participation.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, teacher Stanley. I am going to continue with the topic that we have today about superheroes, and I'm going to follow up with the PPT presentation that is about presentation, practice, and production. So first, presentation is the part when we are going to present the topic and the vocabulary to be used to the students, and we're going to take some situation or some context so we can bring it to the class and we can develop it with the students. So in this case, I am going to ask students, we have here in the picture, we have Flash in the picture here. Can you tell me, does he swim? I'm going to expect an answer on this part from the students that they who have previously known about the vocabulary. So in this case, I'm going to get the response, no, no, teacher, Flash doesn't swim. So I am going to continue with the next flashcard. Now we have here Spider-Man, but I'm going to ask them, who is he? Do you know who he is? Anyone can tell me who is he? Then, me, teacher, he's a Spider-Man. Okay, and what does he do? Can you tell me what does Spider-Man do? The Spider-Man climbs walls, so that's correct. Now we have another one here. Do you like Superman? Uh, Can you tell me what he does? Correct, Superman flies. So in this part, we're bringing bringing to the class the present simple topic, but adapted to the superheroes thing. So we're going to go to the next one. In the practice part, the students are going to get a little bit more related on the vocabulary because they're going to start putting in practice, and they are going to be able to build the simple present form structure of the topic that we are having at this very moment that is about the superheroes. So for this part, we have two activities. The first one is guess the mimics, and the second one is match the power. The materials that are used in this part is the first for guess the mimics. It is just all about calls to action. So as a teacher, I am going to mimic and make some movements or actions that are related to some superheroes that are very famous or very known. I am going to be expecting the students to guess which superhero I am uh, mimicking about, or which superhero I am trying to imitate. Then, and this part, it is going to be just about the call to action material, but for the part of match the power, we have flashcards, and I'm going to provide some flashcards to the students that are going to be grouped in pairs. So for the first activity, guess the mimics, what I'm going to do is, for example, mimic some punches or trying to fly, jumping, or running fast. And the students, for example, if I make like as I run fast, the students are going to try to guess, for example, you see Superman is Wonder Woman, is Spider-Man, and then there's going to be one that says he's Flash, he's Flash. So then, well, after I have had some at least 5 or 6 correct answers, we're going to go to the next part that is the putting in practice the structure of the simple present form. For example, if it is about question, I'm going to, or if someone can't guess which superhero I am mimic about, for example, I'm going to say, what does Hulk do? What does Hulk do? And they are going to say, for example, he punches, he's strong, and they are going to be able then to be practicing their either vocabulary and structure. Okay, so in this part, on the second activity, that is match the power, in this one we have like some physical material to be used. I am going to provide, well, first this activity is going to be work in pairs. I'm going to provide each pair or each couple flashcard. So I am going to post some action verbs on the board. For example, I'm going to post flies, is strong, is strong, is climbs walls, for example, and the same number of action verbs is going to be the number of action verb is going to be the same as the same number of the flashcards that I have provided to the couples. So they have to identify which action verb is related or matches to the superhero that they have. For example, if one couple gets Spider-Man and they can identify climbs, so they're going to be able to identify it after identifying the action verb. They have to create a sentence, at least one sentence in present tense relating the superhero to the action verb that I have posted. For example, one couple has Hulk on the board. I have posted is great or is strong. They are going to create or write one sentence in present tense. For example, Hulk is green. Hulk is strong. So we're going to call one couple representative to go to the in front of us and read the sentence that they have created. Then we go to the next part that is the part of production. In the production part, what I'm going to provide as a teacher is one paper, and the way that I'm going to address the students is each of you is going to get one paper, and I need you to be creative. You are going to create one Salvadorian superhero. Imagine and think about the culture that we have, the places that we have. It can be a superhero taken from anything from or everything out of our country. So, for example, we have one creative student, and this student creates the Tasuma man. So these students has what he or she has to do is write at least three, not more than five sentences describing what this brand new superhero can do. For example, the Tasman protects animals from the streets. The Tasman is strong. The Tasman does not fly. So at the end, they are going to say at least one or two sentences out loud to the class, and by making this part of this production, they are going to be able to develop the language, to earn new vocabulary, and once more get a little bit more related to the structure of the tense that we are teaching at this very moment. Uh, on this part, we take into consideration the creativity that makes it a little bit funnier or easier for them to be working on this part. If we, for example, ask them to draw a brand new superhero, they're going to get enthusiastic about making a new thing, and they are going to be free to create it from anything that they want to, either proposals or something about the culture of our country. And by doing this, we're going to be encouraging them to practice the new topic that we have just provided.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Valle, for that activity. I have worked up to final this class to be to see the result of that class, and it's a work up to complete some sentence. In that case, I prepared that five sentence, and let's practice. I create two teams, the Avengers team and the League of Justice team. Let's start with the first. Wonder Woman, fly crime? No, it's fight crime. Superman, right? Very fast? Nope. Superman don't ride. In that case, fly very fast. Spider-Man, tall buildings. Who can be? Maybe can be climb tall buildings. That is great. And Batman, in that case, Batman walk the body mobile. No, Batman uh, ride the body mobile at night. Okay, in additional for that activity, final activity, I have a bonus for the two teams, the teams of Avengers and the League of Justice. Uh, I prepared that activity with a different uh, question with a choice. You choose the correct answer. In that case, I prepared that and have a three question. You tell me what is the correct. Who has a black boots? What superheroes have a black boots? Can be Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, or Captain America. In that case, is obviously is Batman. And the second one, who has a red cape? Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Captain America. Spider-Man don't have a cape. Captain America too. In that case, is Superman. And the last one, the last point, the last question is who has a red belt? The red belt is the in the middle of your body. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and Captain America. In that case, I see this is a yellow belt. In that case of Batman, a yellow belt, black belt. In that case, Spider-Man is the correct. He have a red belt. That is all for that class. I appreciate your time to listen, Mr. Baye and me, and I appreciate that all. And thank you so much for see that class. And see you the next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See
Thank you.
you.